Hey y'all, hey, good morning. So it is Friday. It is day 3 of We in My Business. We in My Business, or Doing It Scared, or whatever I'm calling these videos. So recap from yesterday, and I decided it's probably best I do these videos in the morning before I get my day started, and I can just do a recap of the day before. So, cause kind of day 1 was a recap of catching y'all up to this point anyway. So recap from yesterday. So I did go to brunch with my bestie, and that was refreshing. I was so happy to see her. And I'll get back to that in a second. But also earlier this week, I did, because I'm at a place where I still need a job, right? Unless these businesses make my bills come out to around $4,000 monthly. Putting my business out there, I really am. Unless if I, end up making, this money overnight, I still need a job until I get to that. My businesses take care of my livelihood. So I started back applying, which I just have to keep reminding myself. These rejections is not a reflection of my worth. These rejections are not a reflection of my worth, because I am still a hard worker and it is what it is. So surprisingly, with I had 2 phone screenings, or I don't even want to say phone screenings because I actually had to get on Zoom with the recruiters, but 2 first round interviews with recruiters this week on Monday and Tuesday. And they both told me that I would hear back if the client or business wanted to move forward with me for an interview with them. And surprisingly, the business that I thought didn't want to move forward, they're the ones that scheduled an interview with me. And the business that I thought I would get an interview with decided to go with other candidates. But that's life. You never really, and that's why I'm also to the point where I just don't get my hopes up anymore, because you literally don't know. Especially with this job market, it can be a job that you have all the qualifications for, been doing it for years, and just know without a shadow of a doubt that, they're going to move forward with me. And that not be the case. Or it can be a job that, you got the skill set for, but because the way the recruiter ended the call, I was kind of like, oh yeah, she's not reaching back out to me. So I was so surprised this morning when I saw that she reached out and said that, hey, they want to move forward with interviewing you. So y'all wish me luck, because I need to start as soon as possible. My birthday is December 3rd. And I would love to have a job before my birthday or by my birthday. Yeah, I just leave it at that, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be sleeping in my car. I love this roof over my head, and I'm so thankful God always provides. So I know one way or another, He's going to make a way. I just have to stay mentally calm through this process. So anywho, that's that on that. I'll keep y'all updated on how that goes. I'm not going to lie, because I went back and looked at the job description. The role is primarily building HubSpot for them, which I do have experience with HubSpot. I've worked in HubSpot over the past years, since 2018. However, a HubSpot is now, it has grown. It has grown. I'll say that. It has grown with its products. It's improved in a sense with the services that it offers. But they want me to build their HubSpot from scratch if I do get the role. So, but it's no worries. If they do decide they want to move forward with me, thankfully HubSpot do have the HubSpot Academy. So I'm just going to refresh things that I did forget how to do. I'm going to refresh them, but also HubSpot has changed and moved things around. So needless to say, I'm just going to use HubSpot Academy. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Also, yeah, I already talked about rejections are just, every time I get a job rejection now, I'm just kind of like, okay. It plays with me. It plays with me, but then I have to remind myself, I said earlier, rejections is not a reflection of my worth. It's just not. I know what I bring to the table. I know my experience. I know my hard work. I know what I'm good at. I know what comes as a challenge to me, but I'm willing to face the challenge. So yeah, it is what it is. And speaking of that, and speaking of, knowing my worth, yesterday, someone that I know and that attended one of the events that I did 3 years ago with one of the past companies that I used to work for, I will not say their name. If you go to my social media, you will see. But they repost. First, it started with them reposting a photo from that event. And it just, it just made me remember that one time flies. It does not seem that event was 3 years ago. And that event had so many moving parts. But it was so intimate as well. It was one of my favorite events that I put together. But secondly, it reminded me of the impact and how I do everything with intention, especially when it comes to events or everything. I'm a very intentional person. So that whole event, from the guest list, the women that was involved, to the moving pieces of the event, was all intention. So I end up reposting it. All my business, have my marketing agency and I'm looking for clients. And I'm like, at the moment, I never posted it on my actual page, because also I don't want my personal page to, people get so caught up in what I do for work, it being broadcast on my personal page. So that's in a sense why I had to basically birth my business, because I want that to be separate. I don't want when I'm working these events and producing these events, it be tied into my personal brand, because who I am personally, some people don't know how to divide the two, in a sense. But to my defense, because my business page, the Relay Marketing page, doesn't have many followers, I did do a collaboration with my personal page. I will be taking it down maybe about a month, or not necessarily taking it down, but removing it from my main feed. But then again, it's like, we know that, sometimes people just got to see the content to realize what you're capable of doing, right? So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that brings people to, my business page, which I still need to update my website, because I need to update my website with the past brands that I've worked with. And I need to also add the past events that I've done. But primarily, most of my events that I have footage and access to has been with that job, or let's say that previous client. I'm referring to them now as a previous client, because technically, yeah, all the same thing, but just different words. Okay, so what else? Oh, yesterday I mentioned how I had, the hot lead. Did I mention that? Yeah, I think I did in the previous video. I had a hot lead for my second company. I should probably say company 1 and company 2. So company 2, or business number 2, I had a hot lead that they've been telling me for months. Hey, let's, get this notebook created, custom notebook, for the congregation. So I finally sent that email, and it took me, I hate to say it took me seeing that rejection, going back to getting the email from the recruiter from the job that I thought that I would move forward for a second interview. It took me seeing a rejection email from that, being okay, I'm tired of these people playing with me. Let me do what I need to do on my end. Let me do what I know I'm capable of doing and should be doing. So I finally sent the email. I had to keep rereading. I really feel like the email was very repetitive, and I probably should have used ChatGPT. Well, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I did use ChatGPT first, but ChatGPT gave me a very generic email, and then I went in and made it more personalized, because I actually know these people, so I'm not going to talk to them. I don't know them. I'm going to put personality and personal, make it personal in a sense. And yeah, I probably should have put it back in ChatGPT to just clean it up. But oh well, we're going to see. Also, I keep overthinking everything, and I have to get out the stage of overthinking everything. I have to get out the stage of overthinking everything. And I just literally overthink everything. Sending that email yesterday, I just was overthinking. Anywho, what else I want to catch you guys up on today? So I sent the pitch email, went to brunch with my bestie. Best friends gonna always encourage you, to do what you gotta do. Keep pushing. As I mentioned, my birthday is coming up and people are starting to ask, hey, what are you doing for your birthday? And I really appreciate it. But right now, I'm keeping hope alive. That's what I'm doing for my birthday. I am keeping hope alive. What else? I actually have notes this time, y'all. Oh, and I already talked about me reposting the event. Oh, also because it was an old job, I kind of was cringe because it's still not settling right in my spirit. I just will never understand a job that lay off people and then create new roles that's similar to the roles that they just laid off the people from. That is weird. Or in the same department, you got these roles coming down the pipeline. You just laid off 10 people from the marketing department, but you're adding 5 roles to the marketing department. But these companies do not care. That's why I say be loyal to your check and not the company. Be loyal to your income and not the company, because these companies don't care. They don't. Other than that, y'all, my main focus this weekend, my main focus today, the client work. I'm not gonna lie, I really did not get to any client work yesterday. As far as with the client work that I'm building out their social media, I'm just gonna have to focus on that all day today. Literally, that is because stuff was due by tomorrow. And tomorrow is Saturday. So that's literally my main focus for today, is completing their social media calendar and scheduling that out. And then once I finish that, I'm gonna have to, because with the role I'm interviewing for, they do want someone to have HubSpot certifications. And them certifications I got back in 2018 expire. I think HubSpot certifications expire every 2 years. So I do want to work on the certifications after I finish the social media calendar, which has also prompted me to do a social media calendar for myself and my businesses. Even though I hired an assistant, still haven't heard from that assistant, y'all. Still have not heard from that assistant that I hired from Fiverr. And at this point, that's why you gotta know what you're paying for. You have to know what you are paying for. Oh, and I see she sent the email. She sent not the assistant, the recruiter for Monday. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I also thought this recruiter was, I thought it was giving scam at first, but she's not in America. I want to say maybe she's Russian, because the way her name is spelled with the special characters, or let me not say Russian. I don't know. But she have a very thick accent. Yeah, let me not say Russian. Sorry, but yeah. At first, I was a little bit skeptical. So we're gonna see. But the company is real. Went to the website, saw the job description on there. So yeah, so I got that in. I can add that to my calendar. Yes. Anywho, yeah. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Oh, will I do? Now that it's Friday, will I do updates over the weekend? Or will I just upload and it be more personal? I don't know. I'm not sure. But thanks for being in my business. At this point, we in it now. So remember, working on 2 things, working on my actual businesses while also working on securing a job, because until my businesses are able to pay these bills, can't pay my bills, can't pay my telephone bills, can't pay my automobiles, then maybe we could chill. I don't think you do it me. Okay. Shout out to Destiny's Child. Okay. Anywho, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. As you can tell, I'm sleepy. I'm a little sleepy. But y'all have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and blessings. Remember, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Any suggestions or advice, leave it in the comments. If you want to follow me, click the links in the description. Peace, love, and blessings.